Video about the OBD port on a Renault Captur. So this vehicle is 11 years old, or almost 11 years old, and the battery went flat on us the other day. So we bought a brand new battery from our local auto supplies company. This is an AGM, that means it's a stop-start battery. That cost us around £105, including VAT in the trade. So obviously when you put a new battery on the vehicle now, you have to tell the vehicle that it's had a new battery. Now obviously we got into the car to find the OBD port and it's not under there. So eventually we found it. It's not in the glove box either, it's actually down here. And you think it'd be that there, but it's not that there either. So what you have to do is you get something sharp or your fingers and you have to, like this is, put that there and pull that up there, and then what you'll find under here, that's the OBD port down there. So that's where it's hidden. Okay, so like you say, so we've got our computer ready here to tell the vehicle that a new battery has been fitted, so the alternator will not keep on charging a higher rate voltage into the battery, because the old battery was losing its charge eventually over time, and the alternator would adapt to obviously putting a higher charge in. Now when you put a new battery in, the battery is obviously fit and healthy. You don't want to be confusing the car by putting a more higher voltage to that battery, otherwise it may obviously cause damage. So that's why you've got to do that. All these cars are very complicated now, not like the good old days where you just change the battery willy-nilly. You have to plug them in to tell the vehicle, otherwise it'll overcharge or even undercharge, whichever way it goes. So that's where the port is on a Raptor, or Captur should I say, not a Raptor. A Raptor's a Ford Ranger. This is the Captur. And that's it. Obviously as well, you'll find that when you change the battery, you'll obviously see that the radio code will come on, and if you've got your booklet, it should be in the back of the booklet. So you've got your booklet here, the handbook, and it's on the back page. If you open the back page up like so, it's there, and our radio code at the bottom there is 3469. So you enter that into there, and job's a good one. The other thing the Renault will do with this, the driver's handbook, is actually the service book as well. So if you look, the service sheets are actually in the back pages, like on this one. It's on the back pages, so there's no separate service book. A lot of people do get confused when they bring their Renaults in, and I say, have you got a service history? And they say, well, there's no service book. It's actually in the driver's handbook. Okay, I hope that's some good information for you. Oh, one other thing, this is very, very complicated as well. So on these Renault Capturs, if you look, you start them up like so, and then we had this where it says there, air conditioning. We press that, and you know, normally the light means you've switched the air conditioning on, but no, this one means when you've switched the light on, it means the air conditioning is off. So you have to do this, and now the air conditioning is on. So that's another thing, because I made a video of this vehicle, and I had the light on. I put the air conditioning up, and I went, wait a minute, this isn't getting cold. So I thought, oh, it must want to regas. So I started driving it to the garage, and I got halfway there, and I pressed that. So that's off, and then the air conditioning started getting cold, and I thought, what? So that's another thing which obviously throws you off. I don't know why Renault did that, but that's what they do. So if the light is on, that means the air conditioning is off. So now I press that, no light, that means the air conditioning is on. So there we have another interesting video on the Renaults. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got plenty of information that you didn't know about there. I hope to see you soon. Thank you.